one was when I was traveling to UK, because I was seeing UK as a weather paradise. Then that the promised land. When am I going to get to the promised land? The day I got there, I was so happy. I was so happy. And the second happiest day was the day I returned back to Nigeria. And I saw my parents, saw everybody. I was very happy. The third one was the day I got married.
Okay.
So I was very, very happy on that day.
Your wife is from the same place with you?
Yes, it's from Odo Shembora.
Okay.
In Ilugun Alaro, yes.
You are both from Ogun State.
We are both from Ogun State, from Ijebu. So these are the days. And another time that I was happy, the day my son got his PhD.
Wow. We
were there and they called him out. We were so happy that I wish my father is alive to see, because during the time of Baba, even when you do you ka ìwé mẹ́wàá, the secondary school ani ó ti ka gbogbo ìwé tán pátápátá, kò sí ìwé tó máa kà mọ́. So seeing his grandchild, graduating first degree, second degree, and gotten this PhD thing, doctor, kò sí ìwé tó fẹ́ kà mọ́. He has read everything. So that's it.
And then, which was your most embarrassing moment while scrolling through the chores of life?
Embarrassing moment is the one I mentioned, that when armed robbers visited our factory and boggled the place, set the place ablaze. You see the way I was crying like a baby. You see muco coming out from my nose, it's as thick as my finger. Coming out, where am I going to start again?
Oh,
good. Am I going back home to dust my certificate and start looking for work again?
Oh, good.
But as God will do it, after 2-3 months, with prayer and support from friends and relations, I was able to bounce back to success again.
And you didn't know the source of that tragedy?
I don't know. And we have security men there. So in the morning, as usual, when I resumed, I just saw, when I was approaching the fire, I just saw a fire. What is happening? This is our factory. It was like a dream, as if I was having a nightmare. So I said, no, it cannot be. When I got there, I don't know where
they looted it and
looted everything, set the place ablaze. When I got there, I saw soap flowing like water on the floor.
Oh my God.
Soap and fire are not friends. Flowing like water. So I started crying. My God, what is this? How am I going to go about it? I went to my wife in the office that, when she saw me, I've never visited her in the office. When I got there, she came and said, kí ló dé? Ṣé bàbá ẹ̀ ti kú ni? Oní tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bàbá kú, because my father was old then, around 80-something.
Yeah.
And they have set the factory, she shouted, Ọlọ́run o. So all of us were crying. We moved there, we saw. But we thank God. Friends. And that is why I will not forget my people in the church. They contributed money. Some of my neighbors gave me money. We started again. And as God will do it, it was during the time of scarcity of essential commodities. So things just went up like magic. I was even saying, Abi, God arranged this for us to happen. Because we were selling a tablet of soap for 10 kobo then. So the price just jumped up to 1 naira. And the cost of materials remained the same. So it was a miracle to us, the way things just changed. So we thank God.
Now, what do you feel about the attitude of our youths of nowadays?
Our youth of nowadays, money, 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 money. Even from the womb of their mother, it is money, 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 money. Anything that will not bring money out, they are not interested. It is money, 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 money.
And what do you think is responsible for this?
I think parents too are part to all these problems. Bible says that teach your children the way they will follow, so when they grow, they will not depart from it. People like us now, everything about me is what I learned from my father and my mother. When I said that I inherited the art of entrepreneurship and industry from my mother. That is the way we were raised. Okay? What we saw our mother doing is what we are doing. From my father too. My father is a humble person. I learned how to be humble from my father. My father is a cheerful giver. I learned how to give from my father. My father is a good Christian, an Anglican. I learned how to be a good Christian. Everything about me is a replica of my father. So everything about life about me is a replica of my father. Same thing. I mentioned that my ogas, my bosses, all my ogas, the 3 ogas, are my role model. So everything I do in business is what I learned from them. It's what I learned from them. So for our children, for what they are now, okay, imagine a father or a mother whose son wants to write WAEC, and the father is the one arranging jenge, or what do you call it, odu for them.
Orijo, they have names for.
Yeah. Expo.
My God.
So expo. Tell me, when such a child grows up, we are talking of corruption. Altering, you write 10 naira for them, they add 0 to it, it will become 100 naira. That is where the something starts. So parents, most of the problem our kids are having comes from the parents.
From the parents.
Yes.
So, yes, somebody wants to ask a question there.
Sir, my name is Oluwatobi Ogutume, and I just want to ask you a question. Tell us your feelings about the present-day Nigeria.
Present-day Nigeria. Yes. Like I said, present-day Nigeria, corruption, family background. What our parents, most of our parents are not righteous. They are not upright in their behavior. And you youths, you are looking at your parents. What your parents are doing is what you are going to do by the time you grow up. So the problem we are having, the problem of corruption, everything, those bad vices we have, is the fault of our parents. So if they live a righteous life, our children will live a righteous life. If they don't live a righteous life, anyway, not everybody, some good ones will not follow the footsteps of their parents. So we have problem of corruption, problem of truancy and the rest of it. So
that is, everything is from home.
Yes, it's from home.
From the training and
show me your friend, I will
children.
tell you the type of person. Show me your father, I will tell you the type of person your father is. So imagine, like me now.
The type of father.
Show
me your father, and they tell you the type of person you will be.
Yes. Like me now, my father did not marry more than 1 wife. I don't see how 2 wives will come my way. My father doesn't have concubine. So I don't know, where am I going to say I get mine? So concubine will not come my father doesn't steal, and I'm not going to steal. Same thing with my children. Everything, they are replica of me. So anything I do, anything you see about me is what we see about most of them. So the problem starts from our parents. If your parents are righteous, if they are upright, the product that will come from them will be righteous. They will be upright. So.
Yes, people say there is a serious downturn in the economy nowadays.
Yes.
What do you have to say to this?
That is true. What I think accounts for this, number 1, instability in the country. Instability, you talk of security, is part of it. You have inflation and the rest of it, and corruption. Okay? When money is voted for a project And so, okay, let us take the issue of this pension thing. They deducted people's pension money from their salary. When these people are old, they have worked all their life. When it is time for them to get their money, they will not get it. And before you know it, they will tell you that one Mr. ABC has embezzled the money. He has so billion in his account. So same thing with when they voted money for project. Instead of them to use that money for the project they voted the money for, they will divert it for something else to their personal account. So corruption is one of the something that makes the economy not to be as it's supposed to be. And insecurity, when there is trouble all over the place, like us, we are soap producer, and bulk of our business come from the north. And when they talk of insurgency, Boko Haram troubling people, people are afraid to go to market because they don't know what will happen. Okay? You go there now, you want to go and do business in the bomb will explode. You heard of Yaya something, and all this contributed. Insecurity is the something. Lack of money in the system is another thing. Unemployment and everything. So government have to address all this. If they address all these things, will improve.
Now, before we round up, I want you to advise our youths generally.
Yes, my brothers and sisters, or let me say my children, because I can see that majority of the people in the studio are young people. I know after your university education or secondary school education, majority of you are looking for white-collar job. So the era of white-collar job is over. There are so many things that you people can. I was talking about Google. There is nothing. You just go there and say, what can I do to make money? Just Google, put it there. You will have an, yes, you will have an answer. We have people. You go to this dump yard, you find people, you know, sorting out plastic, some carton, and they make a hell of money from it. You know, you can pick all these things and recycle them. Most of these paper, yes, because we are not ready to work. You want, and who is going to give you the job? It is people like you who start something. You say a lot of young people, you see them, they have become producer. Nowadays, producing film. Some are actors. You have to acquire a skill. If you acquire a skill, you will do better. But if you are still waiting for somebody to prepare the ground for you and come and employ you, you are wasting your time. That is why we are having a lot of graduates. Some of them 8 years, 5 years, 6 years, they have not done anything because they are waiting for somebody who will employ them. So I will strongly advise you people, after your something, don't wait until people employ you. And if you want to make it, if you set up anything, you have to be disciplined. The success, to make success, you must be disciplined and you must be honest.
Our guest, Mr. Oredope, is from a humble background, as you've all heard. He's a good man, and those who talk about him say he is still good. He's very friendly, generous, but highly respected. He's a disciplinarian who is always firm, but always fair. Thank you, Mr. Oredope.
Thank you, man.
We are very grateful.
Thank you, man.
We continue to pray for you that you will live long.
Reflection has gone. Reflection, our program. Reflection, lead to the right path. Reflection has gone. Reflection, our program. Reflection, lead to the right path. Reflection has come to stay. It's the